Hello, Baggies fans, and welcome back to the Baggies podcast YouTube channel. Today, we're talking all things West Bromwich Albion and Spurs, a game which kicks off on Sunday at the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We're going to be talking about our form, their form, who's playing, what will happen in the game, and I'll be giving you my prediction for the fixture as well. Plenty to discuss, but if you've been missing uploads on the channel, which, by the way, I must say is disgraceful, then go back and watch some videos because there's plenty to discuss, plenty on the transfers that we've bought in, plenty on the transfer window as a whole, and plenty to discuss just in general. You know, I don't know why you're wanting to miss it. It's not something I'd want to miss. But also, if you're new, make sure you're subscribing because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, which is our end goal for not end in general, but just a goal that I've set for myself, 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that, I'll be happy. So make sure you contribute and make sure you go into subscribe now. Do it now. Go on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Fair play. Fair play to you. Well done. Welcome to the channel. Turn your notifications on if you want to hear more from me. And make sure you go and check out our Twitter at the Baggies Pod. Or you could check out my Twitter at LouisBent_. Plenty to discuss on both of those. But let's talk all about West Bromwich Albion versus Tottenham because it's going to be a big game for Tottenham. And we're going to be talking all about that game in today's video. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. But all in all, this is a clash between two teams who are in poor form. Let's talk about us first. I don't want to talk about us because it's not particularly positive at the moment. But let's start with talking about us. How have we been? Quite bad, yeah. Yeah, quite bad. Losing to Sheffield United in the last game, drawing to Fulham in the one before that, and then a loss to City in the one before that. Terrible. At the moment is the word. Morale in the West Bromwich Albion fan base could not be any lower, to be quite honest. We'll see if the players believe that they can stay up in this game, probably. We'll see whether they got that drive and determination, because I don't think many of the fans have. I think the fans have lost a bit of belief, a lot of belief over the past couple of games, that we can stay up. It's still doable, mathematically doable, but we'll see this Sunday whether the players have the heart and the desire to stay up. We'll see. Because at the moment, all seems lost. And if Allardyce can drill into those players that it's not, then the players might decide to put in a performance. So that's going to be quite crucial to see whether our team has given up as much as probably the fans have given up. It's quite a negative atmosphere among the fan base, and I don't blame the fan base. You know, things are looking pretty down. 10 points away from safety, and that's just to get you up to there. And that would have to include losses from other teams, favours from other teams, and so things aren't looking good, to be honest, for us. We need to pull results together if we're even going to make things competitive, and that's a bit worrying. We're not really at the moment making things competitive for other teams. We're making things easy for other teams. We're making things easy for other teams to survive. For Brighton, because we've just let them carry on, even though they've won some really good games against Tottenham and Liverpool. We've let them move away. We've let Sheffield United pick up points. We let Fulham pick up a point, believe it or not. You know, we might not. Yeah, to be fair, we could have given away 3, so it could have been worse. But things aren't looking good, to be honest, with the West Bromwich Albion fan base. And this game will really show to me whether the players are up for it. Are you up for a fight, Albion players? Are you ready to try and save the unsavable? Because it's possible, it's mathematically possible. Going to have some new players coming in. Hotspur and Maitland-Niles available to make their debut. Hotspur not trained yet with the side. Not sure what's happening there or why he hasn't trained. He signed on Monday and hasn't trained with the side yet. Not sure what's been happening there. Poor logistical arrangements by the club or Hotspur himself. I'm not sure, but things that doesn't look right to me. But Maitland-Niles, apparently Sam Allardyce has hinted quite strongly that he'll be starting. Whether that be a right back, whether that be in the midfield, is completely down to him. We'll see how that works. But Maitland-Niles seems like he's up for the fight. You saw in his press conference, his interview with the club media team, that he's up for the fight. He wants to show grit and determination. So that's good to see. Looking forward to seeing both of those players if they're able to make the debuts on Sunday. I mean, it'll provide a nice change from the usual performances that we've seen. It just seeing somebody new can sometimes freshen things up, like you saw with Diagne in the second half against Fulham. So we'll see about that. So how have Tottenham been? How have they been getting on? Not much better, to be fair. They're actually in worse form than us. Yeah, over the past three games. Now that tells you something. Lost to Liverpool 3 games ago, lost to Brighton, and then lost to Chelsea only last night. So things aren't looking particularly good for Tottenham. They're having problems without Kane, who's currently out injured. I'm sure you'll be aware of that. Ankle problems. I'm hearing. So there's clearly been a bit of a problem with Kane. They tend to struggle without him. Yes, obviously problems have been causing. Obviously problems with Kane. Yeah, he just whenever Kane's not fitting well, things seems to go down the pan. Now, lacklustre performances for Tottenham have been the problem really. They were frustrated by Brighton. Brighton played excellently against them, but they were really frustrated by them. They're looking quite negative, Tottenham, at the moment, as in their style of play. Looked really negative against Chelsea last night. Yeah, it's just a bit frustrating probably for Spurs fans because you feel like you got the manager of your dreams really in Mourinho, a really good manager. I'm not sure how Spurs fans will feel about that. If there are any of you watching, just comment your thoughts down below. But Mourinho, they've probably got a really good They've got a really good manager in here, and yeah, so it's going to be difficult to see whether Tottenham are going to pull out stops and end that bad run of form. It's a good opportunity for them to do so, but then again, it's a good opportunity for us to continue to pile on the misery. But then again, it's a good opportunity for them to pile on the misery. But yeah, they'll see it as a big opportunity to rectify that form. There's no better team really to face at the moment, low on confidence and whatnot, in order to for both teams really. There's if you want to play a side near the top of the table, Spurs is probably going to be the one for you. However, yeah, we see we see something at the moment that's going to be causing lots of problems. To be honest, Spurs are low on confidence. We're low on confidence. It's going to be difficult to see how this game comes out. But who's playing? Who's injured for us? We've only currently got Diangana, who's a doubt. Not sure whether I think he's probably been back in training since, so maybe he's in with a shout to line up in this game. Spurs got a few injuries. Obviously, Kane, as I've mentioned, apparently Dele Alli is out till late February. Lo Celso and Reguilon also probably not available for selection. This is just going off my football app, which is FotMob. So yes, that's how we're doing at the moment with West Brom and Tottenham's injuries. So fullish strength lineup for us, not so fullish strength for Tottenham, and that's something we have to really capitalise on. Obviously, I'm a West Brom fan. I want us to win, but I think it'll be interesting to see if Spurs can get out their slump really against us. Whether they'll continue with that slump, whether they could continue to pile on the problems and whatnot. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how we play this game. Are we going to show that belief that shows that we think that we can survive, even though fans have lost that belief? I think it'll be really interesting to see the mental aspect of the game, really. I think that's probably what I'm most excited to see about us, if we still show passion or not, whether we think it's all over, whether Big Sam thinks it's all over. Because I think it's probably just about done now. I think we're probably at a 5% chance of staying up at the moment. So that's really the thing. I'm just looking forward to seeing whether we got the mental side of things right. Have we got that belief that we can stay up? Have they got the belief that the fans haven't in them to keep themselves in the division? Because obviously you're Premier League footballers. You want to stay that way. Most of them playing in Premier League for the first time. You look at them and you think, come on, show some passion. Show some passion. You want to stay in this division. You want to keep having, even if money's your motivation, you want to keep earning these Premier League wages. Try and keep yourself in the division. Play for the manager and see if you can stay up. I know Slaven was probably a lot of these players' man, but yeah, I'm just afraid it's not going to be that way anymore. So we'll see about that. We'll see what will happen. But here's what I think will happen. I think if we won tomorrow, it'd just be testament to Albion. It would just be typical, really. Winning when all is lost, really. Winning when you don't need them to, really. You needed them to win against Sheffield, but yeah, winning when we don't need them to is probably the most Albion thing to do. Spurs looking to bounce back is going to be interesting as well, whether they're going to want to come out and end that slump, end this bit of bad form. Mourinho, Big Sam does love playing Mourinho, to be fair. He does love having a game against him, so we'll see about that. We need to string some results together to make it competitive, really. And my score prediction is 0-0. Bit boring, but I think two teams that are just looking to pick up some points at the moment. Both teams that are in a real downward spiral. So we'll see about that. But 0-0 is mine. I think without Kane, maybe we could cause some problems. But obviously, all seems lost to the fans. It's just whether it does to the players as well. But that score prediction and 0-0 score prediction from me brings us to the end of this video. But thank you very much for watching. Make sure you're subscribing. Subscribe, just go and do it now. Yeah, just go and subscribe for me, please. Trying to reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to bring some Football Manager to the channel. Yeah, not to this channel. I'm thinking of bringing a second channel in and maybe doing some Football Manager on there. So let me know if that's something you want to see. But thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you on the channel today. Make sure you're subscribing, like as well. I'm not sure what it does, but just do it. Comment down below your thoughts on the game. Score predictions as well. Looking forward to hearing what you guys think the score's going to be. But that brings us to the end of this West Bromwich Albion versus Spurs preview. I've got no idea why I'm whispering, but I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.